so weird. Well, there's one thing I'm convinced of here, that they have pet birds. Because those birds show up whenever they do. It's bizarre. I'm starting to, I think it's impossible, but I'm starting to believe that these creatures can use animals to see. Or, because they have telepathy, they can actually somehow, log into this deer's brain and have the deer stare at me and follow me. And that way I'm not suspicious, and, it's a win-win for everybody, except for me. All right. Let me try to get through here. I'm really back here. I don't even know what happened. I'm trying to get out of here. Don't ask. Tons of new work here. Like, really, you guys, it's undeniable work. Like, look at this one. And I'm not even really talking about this one, but I'm going to use it as an example. Look at a brand new tree. I mean, that thing is still alive, with a bend tucked underneath it. Like, it's just so obvious. I don't know what to do. This place is so big. So, what I'd like to do, well, we'll see what happens, but I'd like to get to the other side of Bigfoot universe. I've never been, I was talking about this transition last time. Me and Dan, these two guys came up and whistled at us. They like got us on top of us by accident. They were trying to follow us, but didn't realize we stopped. Which tells you, there is times there's not eyes on, because I know we both know what happened. They were like scared whistles, like they announced it to everybody. So you got another new one. So I'm back in like what I call the safe haven area. Look how thick it is in here. Like, now you go right through there. There's a million structures. I'm exaggerating, but it's pretty close. And then you come in here, and it's just this different type of thing. And this is actually a lot like where I was the other day, in a sense. It's much more chaotic, and because I'm not near any public roads or any people, but it's basically the same type of idea. That's one of my reasons for wanting to do this all the time, and really get some extreme Sasquatching. And this is ridiculous, you guys. I'm done with this. I want to go deep. I mean, I want to go out there, spend, sometime, I would love to spend a week out there, but how do you do that in the middle of this by yourself? Eventually, you're not coming back. Eventually, you're going to meet the wrong one. And I think if you have, two really good guys out there, or three, even better, I think two is probably enough. Doing that for a week, we would have it. We would have everything we ever wanted. But no one's willing to help, and no one's willing to forward this. It's an amazing thing how it's like been voodooed that you can't make money. Why wouldn't you want to make? This is the most exciting thing. This is better than any movie in the world if you're standing here, guys. Especially if you're seeing stuff. Why would we not want to further this research? I find this really interesting. I almost missed this. Anybody home? God, look how discreet this is back here. So it's got a brand new break using old logs. See that? Do you see that? Of course you see it. You're looking right at the freaking camera. I yell at myself. Like sometimes I'm watching the video and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, "Do you guys see that?" It's like, "Are you hear that?" It's like I get mad at myself. Like, shut up. Of course they do. This is really interesting. I'm not sure what to make of this thing. You guys, this is cool. I'm just saying that in case it's a baby. Oh my God, something goes in there. Oh my God, I gotta get the camera down. Yes, I told you, it's a baby. This is where they put the babies, I don't know why. See that? You can even see that they've laid down pine branches and it's actually packed down. I don't know if you can see that it's actually been sat on. But they are smushed down. There's no way this is anything but a little baby where they put the little baby. I mean, you gotta see. Let me see if I can get you an idea. Like if you were popping out of here, I mean, you could be back here. I could crawl in there and no one would ever find me again. That's a great place to be. That was really good. And here's the thing. Didn't I say I was looking for that crib? Well, there's another one over here, and that's sort of like one. You know, that's like a, you know, they leave the kids to play. Like it's like a little fort or something. I'll tell you one thing. I'm pretty sure that even some of these really sophisticated huts that I find or other people find, I don't think they're for them to sleep in. I don't know why they do it. Like a playhouse or something. I just don't believe it. It might have happened, but I don't think they sleep in these things. I think it's way more complicated than that. Oh man. That's what you got, Dan, for blowing me off today. See, I feel like that's not new. And this used to be a blatant, sorry about the words, obvious wallow. And now, you know, I think it's been left for dead. Like they just want this to regrow. You know, because think about how smart that is. You know, after a while, let's just say they did live to 1,000 years. What would that look like after standing there for 1,000 years and hanging out? I'm almost sure I've seen that X2 before. So this area, this is a theory I'm just starting to come up with. I feel like it's been left. Like they want this not to look blatant anymore. You know, let that grow in, we'll get a new spot. I think that's a lot, maybe have a lot of the reasons they're actually, you know, consistently making new stuff. To confuse, I don't know. To change up. Do you see how smushed that is? There's nothing in the world that could come by and smush these logs in the middle into the ground. Nothing. Hoofs don't do that. I mean, this thing is... The thing is, I think they like to do it. I've noticed that it seems like they step on it on purpose. I think it's just like us. I've said this before. It's like when you're a kid, you're not going to step over that log. Even a 70 or 80-year-old, you want to go up here and go like that. I don't know what it is. We want to step on the log. It's bizarre. And maybe because it's easier, I don't know. That's new. That's new. Right there. Newer anyway. I mean, it's still green. I wondered how long some of these, you know, if this was pushed down in late fall and it froze, would it still be green? I think so, but not now. That random one sitting on top. Not now, because it's been too nice, and they'd be at least somewhat dying. And I'm seeing ones that are literally alive. So, wow, look at this. Now we're talking. Now we're really talking. All right, let me start this clip over right here. Beautiful star. Now, I took an approach I never have. I don't even know. We usually go through all that chaos in there. You guys will see more deadfall. I'm really anxious to see what they've done in there with that than you've ever seen in your life. With all these little blinds and X's and these hangouts, and it's amazing in there. I kind of want Dan for that area. That's a gorgeous structure. Star, call him a star. Look at this path. Something stepped right there recently. Right there. I think that's the toes right there. Hold on. I don't know. The reason I step in them a lot, guys, is because I can feel them. It's like extra confirmation. That one I couldn't. feel like I'm Bigfooting in a new place for the first time. I'm actually deliberately trying to avoid the best structure areas because I feel like it's not always where they are. Or at least I think the big ones sit over here. I know in front of this big jungle gym I've seen the exact duplicate. There's a huge jungle gym somewhere I can't ever find. I'll bump into it eventually. If I go looking for it, I don't see it. And there's these 2 giant butt prints there. Right there. They sit in the same spots, right? And I found the same exact thing somewhere else. With the same exact jungle gym. With marks of sitting in the same position on the jungle gym. They just like watch it. I don't know what's going on. There's no way that was a coincidence. I'm talking like the almost identical jungle gym. I'm talking about like, 100 different logs incorporated in a structure. Wow, this is unbelievable. You see how like these push this stuff over? I don't know where I am now. You guys think I'm nuts, but I'm not. Look. There's no wind in here. Look, let me show you. There's no way wind's blowing over. Like this tree, you couldn't break it with the wind. It's impossible. Sorry. I really need to get more sleep. I think that's why I'm grumpy today. I really apologize to everybody if it's been annoying, because I'm just really tired. ADD and no sleep don't mix. Look at that. I have definitely never seen that. Definitely never. And it looks old. Like it wasn't done today, I don't think. But then I look there, there's brand new. That was weird. Whew. I just had this mist of stuff go by me, and I could taste it. And then it was gone. I mean, I am in it right now. They know I'm here, and they're not giving me anything. What I gotta do, what I'm trying to do is trying to walk into one of them, or near one of them, and that way I get responses. I swear, I feel like I am somewhere else. I don't recognize this at all. If you put me here, I would not know where I've been, and I've spent, I don't even know now, hundreds of hours here. Hundreds. And I don't know where I am. Dan, I'm telling you, you'll see Dan, he'll say it too. He doesn't get it until he gets here. Then he'll get it. He really will. I mean, it's really changed big time in here. See, I feel like these guys don't care. They don't care if I hear them. So I feel like I'm assuming the worst. Like I did something wrong. They're not, it's not like they're just hiding from me because they think I don't know about Bigfoot. Like there's something going on here. I'm the only human they know as far as I know. They're just not giving it to me. Look at that. All right, so when I walk, I want to make, this is really important. When I walk by these things, you guys, I'm like, look what happened there. Wind didn't do that, right? You're like, yes, it cut off, Mark. Wind does it. Not everything's Bigfoot. It's like, listen. Yes, it is. Okay, trust me. Everything is Bigfoot. Here, okay? No one's ever going to understand it because nobody has what I have. And that is why no one's ever going to get it. They can only think in terms of what their memory has, what their woods has, what their mommy told them, and that's it. Yeah, I'm talking about half the world here, you guys. The world's coming to an end soon. I'm telling you right now, it's happening. So it's going to implode. Okay, World War III is coming unless we all just be cool soon, and it's not going to happen. I feel so bad. I mean, I don't know. I think it's we're in trouble. I'm not trying to be negative either, but I really do. Look at this. And with like a trident or like a pitchfork. They sit right here. They stand here, whatever. And they're not giving me anything. And they've done it. Like, I'm almost sure this has been done this year. 100%. And if that wasn't, there was 50 things behind me that have. I'm telling you, I have 50 videos from Bigfoot Universe. I'm just making up numbers. It's something like that. And you will never see that. What I'm showing you, it's never been on my videos. Because, first of all, I've never covered the whole place, but this is all new work. Dan, tell me if you recognize this, Dan, because you don't. Should be interesting with the gift rock this time, with what I left. It really should be. I think I'm kind of happy with what I did. It was a new thing I did instead of bringing food, because I'm not quite sure they love peanut butter. You know what? They probably don't. It's just that a bear probably. But I have heard stories how they really open the jar, put their fingers in, things like that. But that's not good enough for me. I might believe you, but no one else is gonna. So. That's why I show this, because I'd like to show what I can. I'm not going to tell you guys too many stories. I want to show you the stories. Today off camera, because I'm telling you, they know with the camera. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it matters. Other times it seems like it matters completely. And today off camera, nothing. I mean, just nothing. It was just like you could hear a pin drop. I'm talking to myself. Pretty cool. Look at this. See how unusual these woods are? Look at that. The X of the X. Like a really good X. Look at that. I could start a channel called Wind Art, and I would have 1 million, 2 million, probably 3 million, 4 million subscribers. Instead of just saying it's Bigfoot, I could just say Wind Art. Look what the wind does, you guys. Look how pretty. X's, it does all this. And people then, they want to see it, If it's Bigfoot, it's been embedded in your brain that person's crazy. There's no Bigfoot. What are you talking about? I don't know. I'm a broken record, but these are the things that run through my head. It's amazing you have all that. I'm talking all that, okay? Look at that. And another fork, right? It's an absolute disaster in there, except right there. There's gotta be something to why they always do that. Just to sit there? I'm not buying it. Who heard that? It could have been a tree, I'm not sure. There's no wind right now at all. Like not even the smallest little breeze. What was that? I'm telling you, sometimes they're way closer than I think they are. I don't know if I've seen that one or not. Okay, over now. Okay, I always film here. I walked in here by accident. I can never find this place on purpose. I got that big run up and I filmed. Has that even changed too? It has. I think it has. I filmed something wearing a monk Oh, I feel funny even saying it. Something wearing like a monk's robe. And he was right up there. But this is different now. I've put tons of videos and pictures of that up. I highly recommend going through all of the photos on Facebook. There's 1,000 of them or more. I think there's 2,000, something like that. I don't even know how many. A lot. And they're there. You know, I can't go grab these pictures every time I talk about this. If you hear me say something about it, just go check it out. They're right there. Anyway, this has changed a little bit too. I always called this a run-up. And I was sitting there with Dan. He's like, I don't know. You know, Dan, he's like, he has no idea. Of course it's a run-up, Dan. They go up there, okay? And then I turned over here. And I don't know if Dan was with me that day. And there was one. Whoa. What was that? Up their back. The bird's right above my head. Anyway, right up there. He was right up there. Ah, I got him. Actually, what the heck is going on? Thank God I was rolling on that one. Does that sound like Dan? Okay, they came in. The birds came in with the Bigfoots. I'm not kidding. I just heard a real whistle. That was them. I got one whistle, and I'm almost sure it's on video. And I was like, oh my God, did Dan find me? It sounded like Dan. Because he was going to come with me. There's no way he ended up driving up here by accident. I would have heard him again. He wouldn't just do one. And he's never surprised me like that before, but I was thinking maybe it's possible. Oh man, they're right to my right. Why did I get that whistle just now? There it is. There it is. Yep. They're sound echoing. Swear. I got one right here, and then it faded that way. And then he just did another one, and then another one answered him further away. I swear. Just in case it's not on camera. That is exciting. Okay, because that's what I'm waiting for. It hasn't happened. I've had them do it right around me in a circle. This is a good spot, apparently. I'm actually bleeding pretty good on my shin. I haven't looked at it, but it hurts, and I can feel the blood coming out. Strange, if you ask me. I know for a fact there's at least two over there. There was one that whistled there, but he could have been the one that moved over there and whistled again. I'm not sure. I don't know if they were coming up on me or what. There's no way to know exactly what was happening on their end and why they whistled. But they know I hear them. That was incredible. I know the one's on camera. It's got to be on camera. Look where I am. For me today. I've learned not to go towards the whistles. It's a waste of time. This really looks like something's been going on here. I'm almost 100% on this, that that's never been there before. At least since the last time I was here. Now I gotta roll the camera. I actually wanted to turn it off so I could get out of here. I'm way back here. This is clearly a really big hangout for them. Look at that. I mean, that's just, looks like more than one is gonna be hanging out. I'm telling you, they're not allowed. It's crazy. Sometimes, what's up with that? That is not from above. I'm not kidding. What is that? What that is so ridiculously blatant. I cannot be quiet in here. It's impossible. I'm trying to walk as quiet as I can, and it's so loud. Oh, look at that. I almost missed that. Is that a picture or is that a picture? So obviously this is a big spot here, and that's why I just got whistles. I'm hearing stuff like everywhere now. Popping noises. And here's the thing with Bigfoot, you guys, and I don't talk about this that much. It could be, now here it's pretty consistently them, but it could be anything. They can make any noise they want, okay? Anything. At least some of them. Look at that X. That might be, I say this all the time, that might be the best X in the world right there. I think I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's the best X in the world right there. Look at that thing. That is just mind-blowing. All right, let me turn the camera off. Hopefully they don't make any more noise. I got to take a picture of this thing. For real? Like, I mean, wait, are we kidding me? The size of that thing. That's theirs. It's a little unusual for them because usually it's not off like that. I mean, even though it's symmetrical that way, it's okay. It can lean like that. I'll tell you why. See how that one bends up? That just shows you, I'm in one of their, this is like this incredible wallow. You should see the pictures I just took in there. It was incredible. Like, they do stuff that big. This is them. This is one of their wallows. This is where the whistles are. I haven't heard any more yet. I'm really frustrated with them today. I'm like almost yelling at them in a nice way. It's like, you guys, please, like, you guys owe me. I said, worked so hard to be here. All right, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I'll remember that. Right by the rock, we go that way, and we go in. Okay, it's wholly new. We used to be able to just walk through here. It's all changed. All right, I made it to the rock. Now I get back. Whew. I'm telling you, it's that scary back there. In a sense, like you don't know where you are. I'll put anyone to that test. It's because of this stuff. It's this stuff that does it to you. All right, now I wouldn't expect anything to be gone yet. It's only been like 2 or 3 hours. They clearly come right here though. Nothing's been touched. Take my trail cam with me too, of course. Nothing's been touched. Something started jumping on there. Probably that bear. He was right here, Like, I know for a fact within days there was a bear here, and there's just no evidence of him whatsoever. I keep hearing all kinds of stuff. This is so good. This is where we're coming right here. At 2 o'clock in the morning. It's going to take us about 20 minutes, 30, maybe longer because of the dark. Somehow I got to find this spot because this is where we got to be. This is too good here, especially back there. This is like the beginning, the front. How exciting. All right, bye. So weird. Well, there's one thing I'm convinced of here, that they have pet birds. because those birds show up whenever they do. It's bizarre. I'm starting to, I think it's impossible, but I'm starting to believe that these creatures can use animals to see. Or, because they have telepathy, they can actually somehow, log into this deer's brain and have the deer stare at me and follow me. And that way I'm not suspicious, and, it's a win-win for everybody, except for me. All right. Let me try to get through here. I'm really back here. I don't even know what happened. I'm trying to get out of here.